Can you tell me a little about yourself? How long you been working? How long you been investing with Pfotzer Properties?
Yeah, absolutely. Dave Bazinski, live in Illinois, outside Chicago. I've been with Papa about, since I lived in the city, probably about over 6 years now. It's been a great experience, positive experience. Definitely love what he's doing. And like when I first started off, he was mailing checks to us. And now you guys have this whole online platform and system with the account direct deposit. So it's definitely come a long way. And definitely I know the future's bright for you guys as well. So looking forward to the growth.
Right. Great, great, great. And you said you're from Illinois?
Yeah, I live outside of Chicago. It's about 30 miles.
Okay.
In the south
Sounds good.
suburb.
And you've never been to, have you ever been to Alabama?
No, you know what? Every year I try to tell them get out there, and I feel like always something comes up. So I just had a kid and stuff, so it's been like one thing after another. But definitely gonna try to make it my goal if I am in the Atlanta to swing by and stuff.
Right. No problem. Okay. So at this point, I'm just going to jump right into the questions for the interview. Um,
Sure.
and you already have my list, so you're ready to go.
Yeah.
The first question is, why should anyone invest?
Yeah, I definitely think, it's a passive, investment outside of the stock market, right? So I work in finance, I work for like a trading firm. So, I think the real estate market isn't very correlated to the actual, equity market. And, it's really more about set it and forget it investment, right? You're sort of just investing whatever you want, like you said, as low as $500 all the way up to whatever you want and feel comfortable with. And, he has never missed like a payment, quarterly. So definitely, the trustworthiness is there. But it's really for me, it's like a diversifier that fits into my portfolio.
All right. Good answer. And I already asked how long you've been investing with Pfotzer Properties. You said about 6 years or so.
Yeah, it's been about 6 years now.
Sounds good. Hopefully we get you for another 6 years.
Yeah, no, I feel until the day I die, right? Keep it
Right.
going.
Okay, so the third question is, what attracted you to invest with Pfotzer Properties?
Yeah, I've always had like an eye for real estate. I definitely thought it was interesting, how it affects different markets, geographically across the United States and how there's different demographics around that. But like really it sort of boils down to sort of the diversification within the portfolio itself and sort of real estate, having a bigger weight. And for me, it's like I would love to own like rental properties, but I just don't have the time to manage it or find like a property manager out there. So this is sort of like the second best alternative that I sort of found. I know there's like different platforms out there, such as like Fundrise and stuff, but like I'd rather give it to a smaller shop, and they've been prospering so much over the recent years, and it's going to be exciting to see what you guys do in the future. So that's what sort of meets my eye.
Good, good. Yes, hopefully we're doing even better than what we've been doing already.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it seems like what the apartment complex come in and stuff. So exciting to see.
Yes, and multiple projects totaling about $150 million. So
Yeah, that's fantastic. So I know everyone that I see, I sort of recommend you guys to them, and just try to get that investment up. So looking forward to it.
thank you, thank you. Okay, so what advice would you give to new investors versus seasoned investors?
Yeah, are you talking more like on the real estate market itself, or like just with Papa Sir?
We could do real estate and we could do like everything else.
Yeah, I mean, I really think you just need to do your due diligence, right? Real estate, there's so many different routes to go, and now with like living in the 21st century, the amount of sort of term investment sites out there as well. So there's a lot of scams as well. So I would just recommend like doing your own due diligence. Is this a right fit for you, right? Is this fit in your portfolio, or is there a better alternative? I would definitely recommend that for like newer investors, coming in or looking, at Papa or even outside of like, Papa itself. For more like veteran, it's like, yeah, I mean, I guess like what is next, right? Like sort of what's the angle? What's sort of the 5 to 10 year mark? What kind of returns are you looking for, right? Do you need the cash in a couple years relative to can you hold off and, is this like a long-term investment 10 to 15 years down the road? So, I think each nature is a little bespoke, right? For, each individual circumstances. So it really needs to sort of fit in what you like and sort of what your long-term goals are, I feel.
Right. Okay. Sounds good. And then with like everything else in investing, basically the same thing, still do your due diligence.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I definitely, like I said, really do. I mean, if your people want you to wire them 10, 15 grand without before, even meeting them or putting a, face on their, Instagram or something, definitely, that's a red flag. And it's a lot of times if it's too good to be true, it most likely is. So some of these, places are hey, I can make 50% a day, 100% a day. No, you can't. It's ridiculous. So that's why I like you guys. You guys are honest, people, just, one big family. And it seems like all the investors as well who invest in Pfotzer all have sort of that same alignment. So, like I said, it's really exciting times. I'm definitely super glad that I got in sort of when I did. And looking forward to the future.
Okay. Okay, and actually that ties into the next question. What does success in investing look like for you?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, right now with inflation being, crazily high, trying to, beat sort of the inflation rate, not losing money, right? So I guess that's why I've been investing probably a little more over the last 6 months, because I don't want to keep it in a bank account that's earning, 1 or 2% when inflation's 8 or 9, right? So I'm like right off the bat losing 7%. So, and it really boils down to diversification, right? I mean, it seems cliche to say, hey, don't put all your eggs in one basket, but diversify around. And just making sure that I would say your exposure is sort of mitigated as well as sort of the risk. So for me, I definitely continue to plan on investing. I'm trying to just reinvest basically all the dividends that I've been receiving on a quarterly basis, back with you guys, and sort of just let it ride. Like I said, it's more of a set and forget it for me. So I'm completely hands off, which I definitely love because I just don't have the time to, manage a bunch of different ventures, currently with my full-time job and a family.
Understandable, yes, because that takes time. Plus, family takes
Yeah,
more time than you have. So yeah,
exactly. Exactly. You need to have some fun while you're doing it too, right? So,
right. Okay. So next question: how do you view risk in real estate investing?
how do I de-risk or risk?
Risk.
How do I risk? Like I said, yeah, I like right now I would say like the real estate weight of my portfolio is probably around 10 or 15%. I try not to go over like 25% in sort of anything that I'm investing in, and that's like, equity markets, crypto markets, real estate. So really having like that equal balance, I would say, has worked for me, and I think that's worked for, a lot of different people as well. I'm not a big spender, so I like to just really invest and like find new, asset classes out there, but also don't really change, what's currently working. So, I haven't really changed too much from an investment standpoint into Pfotzer.
Right. Okay. And you've already answered this question, kind of, sort of. It goes: how does real estate fit into your strategy?
Yeah, like I said, just like another piece of the puzzle, sort of from a diversification standpoint, right? It's not, fully tied to the equity market or stock market. Sometimes when the stock market, takes a crumble, the real estate market, is thriving. So, and vice versa, right? So basically, like I said, it's really sort of, balancing that weight of the portfolio and sort of covering all the, T's, dotting all the I's, basically, to make sure that you are well diversified and you can weather out storms, right? Even if it is a recession or, some different scenario.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. And the last question: as a real estate investor, what is a big lesson you've learned through your experience?
Yeah, I mean, it takes time, right? You gotta be patient. The mountain's not gonna grow overnight. I think it's just more like as you continue just to, add investments where you can and sort of, continue to reinvest those dividends. In the end, it's definitely gonna pay off. And I definitely think like I'm sort of seeing that right now. So I'm definitely excited, like I said, for sort of the future and, continue to keep this rising and raising. And, it's exciting for you guys too, because, going from just like single family homes to now like you're servicing sort of and building an apartment complex. That's exciting. So I'm interested to see like what's going to bring, the next 10 years at Pfotzer and see, where your success brings it to as well.
Right. I'm ready to see it too.
Yeah.
But I do understand that you said mountains don't grow overnight. So yeah, you have to work towards it, put in work.
Yeah, right. And I think it's more like staying the patience, right? Staying the guidelines. Don't veer too off, the path, but just continue that narrow mindset of what you do day in and day out. And I think there's going to be good things that are coming.
Sounds good. Well, thank you, Dave, for letting
Yeah,
me.
no worries.
Thank
Absolutely.
you, investor, and
Yeah,
hopefully we'll see you this year sometime in Atlanta.
for sure. No, I appreciate it, Brandon. And like I said, yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing you maybe this year in person. So take care.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Bye bye.